Now, on the day when interest rates have gone up, interest in our guest is riding high.
He is the latest star to be celebrated in a BBC special, and here is why.
I don't have. I do it for the love.
Let's say hello to Sam Smith.
I'm really good.
We are thrilled to have you with us.
It's weird seeing those clips.
I bet you've seen those clips a million times, haven't you?
I know, but I haven't watched them in a while.
Really?
It's really strange.
What's the weirdest one? Which is the one you look at and you think, oh?
Well, like I can, because I was very big.
Because you've lost all this weight, haven't you?
Yeah, but I was eating a lot of cheese back then.
It's a funny thing you should mention that you've seen those videos plenty of times, because our researchers, we have the best researchers on the One Show, they've actually uncovered something that we reckon you probably haven't seen before.
Yeah. Now, this is not on YouTube. In fact, we don't think it's ever been seen before. This is a 13-year-old Sam Smith with the Saffron Walden Players, and it's you on the far right. You are delightful.
Check this out.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
We all just got together.
This is so embarrassing.
Than a video from your childhood.
I'm going to hunt down whoever gave that to you. Hunt them down.
But
no, that's
brilliant voice
amazing.
even
Oh, it's
then.
I know, it's amazing. My, yeah, I hadn't gone through puberty, I don't think.
Do you remember doing that performance?
I don't. I was very young, but I used to do pantomimes and like all the school shows as a kid and stuff like that. That's really weird to watch.
Now, every once in a while, the BBC invites a megastar to perform a one-off musical special. We've already seen Adele and Michael Bublé. Tonight, it's Harry Styles. And next week, it's Sam's turn.
I have to risk it all, 'cause the right is on the
That's incredible. What an amazing sound. So, music-wise, Sam, what can we expect from that show in terms of songs you're going to be singing?
I'm doing some new ones, which I'm so excited about. There's actually quite a few new ones. And a lot of this album that's coming out tomorrow is about, I mean, has been produced in a way that there's just so much more to it. There's more gospel choirs, there's more brass, more string arrangements, and I got to make that all come true on this special, and I had the choir and everything, and the feeling was really electric for me on stage, and I felt really comfortable. I had my family there, and it just felt like a really homely gig, if you know what I mean. I just wanted to feel connected to people.
And of course, gorgeous Fern Cotton interviewing you, which will be fantastic.
Yeah.
And then it's become a bit of a tradition in these programmes to have a bit of hidden camera stunts going on, and surprising, of course, some fans. So here's two unsuspecting friends reacting when Sam rocked up backstage in a pair of killer heels.
No, babe, I want to wear the heels for the show. But, babe, I don't understand what the problem is. They're not even that high, babe. I'm going to wear them. Do you guys, do you like my shoes? You love them. Thanks. Bye.
Fabulous. Fabulous. I mean, literally, you are pretty good at walking in heels.
I'm really good at walking.
So that wasn't your first time, I'm guessing?
No. I've got loads of heels. I've got like 5-6 pairs. I've got some in Australia too. Yeah, I've got like a wardrobe in different places.
You certainly rock.
You can tell.
It must be so nice. I mean, speaking from experience as a pop star, I'd have thought it must be really, really cool seeing that reaction from fans and being able to actually interact with them rather than just sort of singing at them from a distance?
Yeah, it was fun, but I mean, there's a few, as you'll see in a week or so, there's a few where I'm meant to be mean to them and act like a diva, and I felt
not
so
you, is it?
bad
It's not
afterwards.
you?
I was like screaming and spitting out my tea. It was it was awful, but it's funny to watch, and yeah, it was fun to like have fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after the last album, you've been away. I mean, we were bereft, Sam Smith. You'd left us for a year. What were you doing then? What have you been up to?
I had the most beautifully boring time. I was here in London, and for me it was a chance, you know, my life was so about me all the time, you know, my shows and my music, and it was so important for me to just be there for my mum and my dad and my sisters for a whole year, and my best friends, and just be there for their issues and their good times. I went to my sister's graduations and stuff like that, and
Nice.
it was amazing.
You
But
need to do that, don't you? You need to reconnect with stuff that actually matters.
Yeah.
with real life. But I also wrote the whole album in that time as well. So.
And I heard that you wrote almost about 100 songs, so there must be an awful lot that didn't make the cut. What was the worst lyric that you had to abandon because it just wasn't good enough?
Oh, don't.
We were just talking about Desiree earlier on. Do you remember Desiree?
Oh my God, yeah, but
I'm
she's
not
amazing.
scared of a ghost. I'd rather have a piece of toast or something similar to
Genius.
that. Was
Genius.
there anything on that
There
level?
was nothing on that level, I
No.
don't think. But, I mean, I wrote over 130 songs, and a good chunk of them were just so depressing that even I was actually depressing myself.
Well, this
So
is
I
the thing,
just-
because both albums, I mean, the last one and this new one, they're incredibly personal,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
they? And does any part of you regret, I suppose, laying your soul so bare?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. You know, I that's part of my
But it's quite-
therapy.
It's
my
hard
life's
going, though,
therapy.
for you, I'm guessing.
It's intense, but do you know what? My music is my dark, deep, vulnerable moments of my life, and I save the hills and the partying for everyone else and for the rest of the time, you know? And I think it's important that people know that. I think people think I'm, like, really miserable and sad all the time, but I'm...
You don't come across as miserable. So you come
really
across as
happy.
thoughtful. I've got to say, having seen so much of you and never met you before, you come across as sort of someone who thinks really hard about who he is and what he's doing.
Thank you. Yeah, I think, just like everyone, I'm just trying to be myself. The best version of myself I can be, but
You know,
I
you
struggle
said,
sometimes.
You said, I really like this line, you said about the first album it was like a G&T. This one's like a whiskey. So what does that make the next one? A Jaeger bomb, basically.
Oh no, the next one's going to be a pina colada.
Is it?
That's my favourite drink. That's
Fruity.
my favourite drink.
I'm looking forward to that one already. Now, that one sounds really good. Well, Sam's new album, The Thrill of It All, is out tomorrow, and Sam Smith at the BBC will be on BBC One next Thursday at 8 o'clock. We're really looking forward to that.
Thank you.